Hey guys, how's it going? So I figured I'd start a Let's Play series for Town Hall 9 since I just kind of got to it. I made a few videos and did a couple upgrades already, but I figured while I make other videos, it'd be nice just to kind of follow along with my base for those of you who are at this level or I guess around the same kind of time frame that I'm working with right now. So a little bit about myself. I am 29. I'm a general surgery resident, second year, um, and play Clash of Clans in my spare time, which I happen to have a lot of right now, just because I am going into my research years. My name is David, by the way, but I mean I posted that in all my uh, commentaries for the other videos, so I'm sure you guys know already. Let's see. So for my base, I was pretty much max Town Hall 8 before I advanced to Town Hall 9. My barching was level 10 already at the time. Um, I've created most of the buildings that I needed. The only thing that I still have yet to build is the hidden Tesla, which I've been kind of lazy about and wanted to get this stuff done first because I didn't want to work on my defenses first thing. Um, so I have both expos done already. Currently working on the wizard towers to level 7, just because I happen to have enough gold and decided to do them first. Um, Currently working on my archer queen. I've been lucky enough to get enough dark elixir to keep her continually building since I got her. So right now she's going from level 4 to level 5, which would be nice because I finally get to use her ability. Um, and it'll be just in time for the next clan war as well. And as you can see, I have almost enough dark elixir to yeah, start building around tomorrow or so when she finishes. So the wizard towers will finish tomorrow too. I also have a dark elixir gel that's that's upgrading. Um, so I think tomorrow when that finishes, I'll probably raid once with Archer Queen just to test her out, and then I'll start upgrading her again. Um, and then I'll probably my lab just finished training P.E.K.K.A.'s level 3. I haven't started anything else yet because everything else will take at least like 5 days or so. And so I wanted to start working on barbs and archers and then giants once I got the lab to level 7 right away instead of waiting 4 extra days for another upgrade to finish. So that I'm going to start tomorrow, and then I'll probably either start doing the army camps or work on the other DE drills. And then the last thing that's upgrading is the clan castle. So yeah, that's kind of where my base is at right now. I also already upgraded the spell factory to be able to hold 4 spells. I've generally been using lightning spells just to zap DE. I know, some people kind of hate that, but it's been happening to me, and I'm kind of lazy, so I just do it back to other people, and that's just kind of the way it is. But yeah, so anyways, let's get to the some of the raids. As you can see, I've maxed my gold and elixir pretty much. I had to refill the spells, so the elixir went down a little bit, but it's pretty much been capped for the last couple days. So yeah, I'll just showcase some of the raids that I've seen or done and kind of give some commentary on that, just so in case it helps you guys with your barching raids or your other farming techniques. Okay, let's get to it. So this is pretty much a typical collector raid. I dropped some archers around just to pick off some of the free buildings, which generally helps when I'm trying to conserve troops to be able to hit that 50% later. And while I'm doing this, I'm taking a look at the rest of the base to see which approach I want to take to be able to reach all the collectors and make sure that I get the 50%. So I think I took out all the single buildings that I could there, start dropping some barbs on top, followed by archers obviously. So we'll take out those 2 gold collectors and whatever we can from those elixir pumps, and then I'll head to the right side to take out those 2 mines. Same thing on the left side. And then, I guess here I really wanted to get to the Dark Elixir, and somebody had donated balloons to my clan castle. So I figured I'd start off with those just to help take out some of the defenses, mostly just the mortar. So I was kind of just praying that they made it towards the middle and worked their way in the right direction. So we'll take out the cannon here, and then move in towards the middle to take out the mortar. And after they get that, I'll start dumping my troops down, another layer of barbs, followed by archers on both sides, to be able to work my way in to get the Dark Elixir. Same thing on the other side. And I don't know if most of you guys know, but judging from the way the drill looks, it's obviously level 6. I didn't really pay attention to what level the drills were before, and so it was messing with my raids a lot because I wasn't sure how much was in each, and I started deploying troops unnecessarily to take them out, so it took some time to actually figure out which drills were what level, so I knew how much they could each hold. So anyways, that's how I knew that most of it was sitting in the drills there. So I got the 50% there, fairly easy raid. So this one's a little bit more interesting. All the gold and Dark Elixir is deeper. So what I wanted to do first was lay out a bunch of troops on both sides to clear out the outside buildings, and then work my way in through the town hall just to make sure that I get the star. And, you know, if I happen to lose, at least I won't lose trophies for it. So I tossed down some wall breakers there, which obviously didn't make it through. Threw down another set there, and clan castle with giants. So luckily his clan castle didn't have that many troops, which was nice to be able to take them out quickly and then move on. But I dropped my king there, dropped more barbs. I had 2 lightning spells. Luckily one of his mortars was upgrading, which I saw prior to starting the raid. So if everything went well, I was planning to use the 2 lightning spells on the mortar on the left side, which I did, and then hopefully my troops would just take out the closer mortar, and then they'd have kind of free reign on all the loot. So it's working out pretty well right now. They're making their way inwards, taking care of the first storage. The giants are still going. They'll help take out the last mortar that actually works, and then I'm going to dump troops in towards the middle. I actually got kind of lucky on the left side. Some of the barbs and archers moved to the left and took out that cannon, which allowed that one archer on the left side that you see kind of pounding away at that storage to keep going for the rest of the raid, really. So anyways, they'll take out the Dark Elixir storage. They'll put away, I think, the entire storage on the right side, yeah, because they're out of range for the most part from the wizard tower after those few died. Yeah, I think that'll be it. So that second storage goes down. We'll speed it up a little bit here. This last guy takes out the storage, and yeah. So, really successful raid. Got pretty much all the gold and all the Dark Elixir, and 2 stars to go along with it. Usually I don't try to go deep, but I did have my king at the time, and I knew I had giants in the clan castle, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Usually I carry 6 to 8 wall breakers with me too, so it allowed me to get in a little bit deeper. Here, it was just going to be a free win. I was just going to take the town hall and go, but the storages were pretty close to the outside and they weren't very well defended. Plus his defenses aren't leveled that well. So, anyways, you saw one of my troops checking for clan castle troops there. So after we take out the town hall, I'll drop a couple barbs, wall breakers to get in, and then I'll just kind of filter in barbs slowly because they have splash damage on the inside. I'll drop a row of archers, followed by just kind of trickling barbs to eventually make our way into that compartment. And they'll go ahead and take out the storage. And then I didn't really need elixir at this point, so I just kind of let them filter in and take as much of that elixir as they could before moving on to the next compartment. So here, pretty much same thing, bunch of barbs, 2 wall breakers to break through, throw in a couple barbs, let them tank the splash damage, and then just put a big row of archers behind them. So if you'll notice, I keep kind of just trickling in barbs one at a time to make sure that as the front row dies, the others come in to take their place and tank the damage, which allows the archers to kind of just get free reign on everything else. So gold storage goes down, I stop putting out troops, just let the archers finish off whatever they can and take as much elixir as they can before we move on to the last one. So here I had my king and I wanted to deploy him inside, but I didn't want him to kind of stray away, so I dropped a bunch of archers to take out the buildings on the outside and clear fairly far off to the side, so that I could deploy my clan castle with balloons, and then a couple wall breakers, and then deploy my king to hit inside, followed by a bunch of archers. So we'll tank the splash damage and the mortar and expose, and we'll go ahead and finish off that storage. And unfortunately I didn't have enough troops for the last storage, but overall still a fairly good raid. Made away with most of the gold. This one is just a typical collector raid. Actually wasn't sure if I was going to get 50% on this one, but went ahead again and dropped a couple archers to just try to pick off buildings. So I know I have 2 collectors on the left side, 2 in the top, 1 on the right side that I wanted to try to get to. And there wasn't really much in terms of dark elixir, so I was just kind of waiting here until they finished and kind of deciding how best to break up my troops. So I did pretty much the same thing, dropped row barbs followed by archers to shoot over the walls. I like to try to preserve wall breakers because having to redo them slows down my turnover time, so if I don't have to, I won't break into the walls. To let my barbs actually hit something useful, I'll just leave them in the front to tank. So they'll take out both collectors there, and then we'll drop a couple to take out the last collector on the right side. So at this point I'm only at 35%, still need to get another 15%, so I'll take out some easy stuff on the outside. Not sure why I dropped the archers on the left side there. I didn't really do much. Or maybe those were probably just sitting there from before making their way through the wall and finally broke through. Anyways, dropped some barbs to try to get the army camp, dropped some archers to get those barracks on the left side. And so it's a little bit tough to try to take out the king and the army camp at the same time, so I tried to take out the surrounding buildings before working on that, because most likely they weren't going to kill him and just get destroyed by splash damage around. So, otherwise, just dropped some final barbs and archers on the right side to take out the cannon. I picked that spot just because there's no splash damage behind it to take out the barbs easily. And I didn't notice that there was a small buildings out there that I probably could have more easily taken out. But anyways, overall, great raid, over 600,000 in resources, and yeah, I got pretty much all of it. So here, another free town hall, so I sent a bunch of barbs to take it out initially. I wasn't really going for the gold in this one. I usually try to skip them if they're deep and kind of spread out, but the thing was there was a bunch of dark elixir sitting there, so I really wanted it, and there was a really easy way to lure out the clan castle because he left a hole on his base next to the Tesla, so I dropped a bunch of barbs to lure out the clan castle. And they all kind of spread out to the left first to take out those barbs that I initially had take out the town hall. And then I lure them over to the right side, bunch them up by dropping a couple barbs so that they stack on top of each other. And then I just happened to have a lightning spell with me at the time, so I didn't want to waste more troops taking them out, so I just take them out with the lightning spell. And then I spread a barrage of barbs to clear out some of the buildings on the outside, followed by a line of archers, breaking with wall breakers to the very right compartment because I wanted to take that out to head towards the DE. And then I break into the other juncture a little bit above that to be able to get into that splash damage area. I'll drop my king right on top of the Tesla so that he can distract the mortar as well as take out the wizard tower. So he'll break through, and the troops on the bottom right side will eventually be able to make it in to take out the dark elixir storage. Yeah, and otherwise I'll just let them kind of run free. I wasn't really aiming for anything else here. So I did have a couple of troops left at this point, and I wasn't sure if I was going to try to go for the other storages to maybe try to pick up some loot, or go for the dark elixir drill. The storages were kind of deep. I'd have to break through a layer of barracks to get to them, and there might be traps there. Plus there's splash damage, so I don't know that they'd be able to get much, so I eventually decided on just taking out the rest of the dark elixir. So I just drop all my archers, they take out the army camps, and then move in to take out the last 300 of DE from that drill. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys with the upcoming war.